Lucian's blessings to you, stranger. I am Sister Avony, the head priestess of the cathedral. Lord Ahu is the keeper of the cathedral. His duties are select. Only he can approach the remains of the divine, for instance.
Today! Another time, perhaps. Next week or next month? If you leave a name and address, I'll see what I can arrange. But today is Lucian's day, and Ahu must give counsel to the lost. He cannot be disturbed. Lord Ahu is deep in prayer and is unlikely to answer a knock at his door, no matter who knocks, or how hard.
Very well. Here is the key to Lord Ahu's quarters.
Lord Kem has posted a few guards by Ahu's door. Show them the key. They shouldn't bother you after that.
Greetings. Have you come to join us in the end, or do you wish to walk the path of... Lucian's day wouldn't be the same without the faithful gathering to petition for his return. The more voices that join our cry, the better. The signs suggest that if we pray hard enough, Lucian will return to save us. Every year, we gather to offer our prayers in his name. We stand united, hoping that he will favor us once more. Ah, the path of blood is a more advanced form of pilgrimage. I would not advise it unless you believe yourself to be free from sin, and trust me, none are free from sin. The path of blood ends in death for those who attempt it. Consider yourself warned. It was Lord Ahu's creation. He is the crypt's keeper, of course, and oversaw the construction himself. He couldn't have done it without the help of Sanders, though. Quite a talent for engineering, that one. Spends most of his time tinkering with toys nowadays. Such a pity.
I'm on protection duty. I can't talk to you. Well, if Sister Aveni says so, very well, you may proceed. My sharp paladin. The Grand Master's chamber must be... Ahu's chamber.
This place has been ransacked.
Lord Ahu must be found. Keep watch for anything suspicious.
Lord Ahu is missing.
You there! We're looking into the disappearance of Lord Ahu. If you learn anything that might uncover his whereabouts, let us know at once. Dallas came to the cathedral. I certainly haven't seen her, and I'd remember if I had. Does she have something to do with it? If so, there'll be hell to pay. No, I thought he was in his chambers, gathering himself for the Lucian's Day ceremonials. Hail, Lord Kem.
There you are. But of course, it would be you. We're not blind, you know. We watched as you crept around our city, and now I discover you here. Yet the Grand Master is nowhere in sight.
Kem narrows his eyes and tilts his head. You are being considered.
Paladin, take them away. We'll get to the truth. I don't care if the Seven themselves floated down to Rivellon and presented you a gold-threaded invitation. I am the authority here.
Kem rolls his eyes and groans.
Enough of this. Every minute of my time you waste is a minute lost in the search for the Grand Master.
He dismisses you with a flick of a wrist.
You may go.
Lord Kem turns his back to you. The matter is closed.
Oh? I'm not here to bandy words with you. Be quick. I've other matters at hand. Well, of course I invited him to my home. One of the burdens of my title is the obligation to entertain the great and the good. Ahu was one of the few that was either great or good. He is, the Grand Master of this order. He spent a lot of time in my home. I invited him over to discuss the matters of the city, but he never arrived. And out with it.
Kem's eyes turn very
I cannot count the friends I have seen cut down by the ring, nor the outrages against humanity that I witnessed at their hands. I am Lord Commander of the Paladins, Guardians of the Faith, Lucian's own. I kill Black Ring. Now, if you're done with gossip, I have things... You'd better have something sensible to say. I will not have my time wasted. I'm not here to bandy words. Be quick! I've other matters at hand. Speak, then.
His eyes narrow, his gaze...
And why would you say that? A topic for another day, perhaps. We have other issues to discuss. I am not a library book to be perused. You already know what is... Now stop wasting my time with...
Kem nods.
I got real lucky when the Voidwoken attacked. They didn't go anywhere near the Chem estate. I know some people that lost everything. Some, maybe, but most of us are here to trade with Chem. He's tough to nail down. Luckily, our appraiser Kat's already made her way into the estate. The Chems lost nothing in the attack, so Kat'll try to convince them to share a little. She's our leader, and a damn fine appraiser too. Meet her inside and she might even trade with you.
Yet another fresh fate. My word, the mansion's positively overrun with foreign folk on this most inauspicious of Lucian's days.
He catches himself and scrapes his throat in a brief moment of embarrassment.
I do apologize if I came across as impertinent just now, and I hope you'll forgive my unabating boldness when I assume Sir has come here in search of an audience with either Lord, Lady Kem. Who? Haven't seen him in a long time. Milord took quite a shine to that cat of his, though. Quite a sight to see the great Lord Linda Kem fawning over another man's cat in the back garden. Oh, gracious! Her? I truly hope you are not in cahoots with that brazen peddler. Well, she's in the dining room. Oh, I meant, of course, the lizard excellencies that have sought shelter under this esteemed roof in the aftermath of the dreadful attack that was inflicted upon the Imperial Consulate. It saddens me to say there are a number of deaths to mourn, but no doubt we all rejoice at the survival of the nobles. After all, a mere clerk is so easily replaced, wouldn't you say? As you so rightfully point out, sir. Quite unlike a butler. Yes, do please excuse me, for I've a party of dignitaries to attend to. They've an appetite for an aperitif, and the port, needless to say, does not pour itself.
For heaven's sake, would you please... Oh, ever so sorry. I thought you were that rotten butler about to warn me once again to take the ocular, not the tactile approach. I swear I've a mind to beat him to death with the nearest dictionary I can find. Much obliged. I'll most certainly keep that in mind. That little snob thinks me unworthy of being in his precious lord's mansion appraising his precious lord's collection of antiques. Just you try judging the state of a Vadistian armoire if you're not even allowed to rummage through its drawers. I'm merely appraising the many antiques gathered in here in this beautiful mansion.
A roguish little smile suddenly plays upon her lips.
What else would I be doing? How very perceptive of you. I could use sharp eyes like that. Consider yourself invited. Now listen closely. Rumour has it that Lord Kim's mansion is built upon a massive vault in which he hides his true valuables. His entire house is but a smokescreen for the real treasure hidden underneath. I've had no luck so far in locating this fabled vault, but if you do, I swear the entire hoard is yours. No. All I want in return for this information is a trio of curios that is said to be kept inside. The portrait of the divine, the cup of kings, and the scroll of eternity. Everything else is yours. A most satisfactory arrangement. Oh, he's all blood and battle, all right. Until you show him a Ferolian snuff box or an ancient imperial fainting couch, then he's as giddy as a cat in a field of catnip. He knows very well I'm the best in the business. Asked me to value his collection personally. Did you find them? I suppose paper...
I've spotted something.
So this is where Kem hides his most ancient valuables. The first passion of Lucian. I believe this is the real deal. The third passion of Lucian. Now this is art. Lucian's glorious return. This is what everyone's waiting for. Good find.
The spirit of a painting hovers where the painting itself once stood. The second passion of Lucian, you presume. It's difficult to see the image as it must appear in the real world. This, perhaps, is the moment where Lucian killed Damien and sacrificed himself for the world.
I've spotted something.
Lord Ahu comes to mind. Perhaps he's been nearby.
A dagger of pain shoots through your head, halting your advance instantly. You hear a voice, soft and calm, yet laced with disappointment.
Such a long journey you have undertaken, in the service of thieving charlatans, in pursuit of that which you will never obtain.
A long, sad sigh reaches you from the depths of the void itself.
This is your last chance. Abandon this folly. Leave and never return. I am the past. I will be the future. I am the God King. You are but a misguided servant. Heed my words and leave. I do not wish you harm unless you force my hand. Because my followers are many, my followers are everywhere. Your endeavors are pointless.
The voice fades away, and with it, the pain. Only the God King knows the weight of responsibility.
Back, Marcus! Our shield has gone mad!
Nice. Ghosts! And they're tearing his soul apart.
There's someone here. He seems to be...
The man before you writhes in. The man raises his head with an...
I am Ahu. Well, your search is at an end. Apologies if you were expecting a more convivial setting.
He coughs up a gout of blood. Before he can dissuade you any further, his eyes roll back and he loses consciousness. The man doesn't respond.
No, don't do it. The pain is too much. It will kill me. You can't.
He shudders as fresh waves of pain course through him.
Leave, while you still have a chance. And don't touch the...
He passes out, mid-sentence from the...
Stop! Yeah! Stop!
His face goes slack as the pain renders him senseless. The man is oblivious.
I can't fight. I'm too weak.
be our guest. They know. No.
My dear Lord Ahu, you should have told me you were expecting visitors.
Run, you fools!
That, I'm afraid, is a matter of perspective. From where I stand, all of you must die. Everything depends on it.
Why, Kim? Why betray everything for which you once stood?
Betray? I didn't betray the Order. I liberated it. As one of Lucian's pawns, I stood for weakness, frailty. And then the God King showed me the world as it could be. He made me a promise. He promised me a path unburdened by Lucian's pathetic need to defend the defenseless. He promised me a world dominated by the worthiest bloodlines across the ages. He promised me a lasting seat at his glorious table in return for my oath. For the king chooses only the strongest, the most loyal, the most deserving. And now, Godwoken, I uphold the final act of my oath. Your execution. You can forget about finding Lucian.
I cannot. I am near drained of my source.
You were always weak, wizard. You just never knew it. It's time for me to teach you the truth.
me instead. The pain is gone because of my knowledge of the inner working of the cathedral. Kem and his Black Ring cronies will stop at nothing to harvest its secrets. To think I trusted a traitor. I thought him a friend, a protector of the city. Yet all the while he was trying to gain entry to the tomb. Just like you, I presume? You didn't come here by chance, did you? No. Your power, your skill. You're a Godwoken, out of the kindness of your heart. No, I think not, Godwoken. You want something. You want to enter the tomb of Lucian, don't you? Well, what people believe about my role as the keeper of Lucian's tomb is all part of the Divine's plan. You are Godwoken. I was told Godwoken would want to get into the tomb. I was also told I should make sure that doesn't happen. I swore an oath to prevent anyone from ever entering the tomb of the Divine. But that may have been a mistake. I've heard of your deeds. People call you a hero. Maybe you're worthy after all. The Divine's tomb is a fortress, a gauntlet. No single person was entrusted with the entire sequence necessary to enter. Not even I. Lucian insisted that no one ever approach his remains, especially a Godwoken. Before he died, he arranged for the lone wolves to hunt and harry any rumored Godwoken until they were dead or banished to the ends of the world. Within Lucian's body resides the very power of the gods, the power to seed a new Divine. He insisted this power remain there, eternally sealed within the tomb. To what ends, I don't know. But I know that even in his great wisdom, Lucian could not have foreseen times like these. The Void's silent scream is about to engulf us. This is why I will help you. Because I believe only a new Divine can save Rivellon. To pass the path of blood, you must bypass the statue of Lucian. The Scroll of Atonement, when used with a source amulet, will provide an alternative route. Have you by any chance met Sanders, the toy maker? Sanders, the toy maker, helped engineer the Path of Blood on behalf of Lucian. He's a genius, but his ways are, let's say, idiosyncratic. He works as a toy seller now, right here in Arx. You may tell Sanders I sent you. Sanders is the expert, but once you claim the amulet and the scroll, I'll explain how to use them. But be warned, bypassing Lucian's statue is just the beginning. I may be able to forewarn you of the dangers you'll face, but you must still face them. I'll be recovering in my chambers at the cathedral. I will answer as best as I can. The Divine worked in mysterious ways, and it was not our place to question him. I hope his spirit will forgive me for breaking my oath. He knew that his mortal remains would hold great power. The servants of the Void would naturally seek this power. We can never allow the Black Ring to lay their hands on his remains. Good luck, Godwoken.
Why, hello again. Oh, he's all blood and battle, all right. Until you show him a Ferolian snuff box or an ancient Imperial fainting couch, then he's as giddy as a cat in a field of catnip. He knows very well I'm the best in the business. Asked me to value his collection personally. Most certainly. Anything else? Did you find them? Then the vault is real. I can't believe it. What did you find? Let's have a long-awaited look. And so I finally have all three. 7 bless you for your troubles. Although no greater blessing, really, than lots and lots of precious things.
Have you located Lord Ahu? I'd hate to think that any ill fortune has been visited upon him.
Kem was behind this. He betrayed Lord Ahu. Are you certain? Then I was right to sequester myself here with my puppets. Trusting people is a folly.
But it seems that you are to enter the tomb of the divine. And I am to help you get there. In order to pass the first chamber, you'll need an amulet that's charged with source. 5 souls worth, to be precise.
Here, take this amulet and fill it with source. When you've done that, return to me and I'll tell you what must be done next.
You must wear the amulet as you consume source. The excess power will be siphoned into it until it is full.
Good luck. Nearly there, my darling. Then you can play with all your brothers and sisters.
My amulet is glowing with source.
The spirit gasps. Hiding, he laughs all the louder and then stops as he...
Greetings. I trust that the eye...
Fully charged, you say? That would mean that 5 souls have been... Actually, I'd rather not dwell on exactly how you charged the device. On to the next matter.
You'll need the Scroll of Atonement. It's locked in my desk on the 2nd floor. The password is Giora. When you have both the charged amulet and the scroll, go to the Path of Blood. On the left side of the chamber, on a pillar near Lucian's statue, you should see a hidden mechanism. It will clear the way. Good luck. You may need it.
There, a switch.
A switch.
There, a switch.
There, a switch.
There's a curious-looking panel discreetly nestled upon the wall. Upon it is a lone button. The amulet fits the slot perfectly. The mechanisms around it begin to glow with source. The button slowly sinks into the wall, as if pushed by an invisible hand. The source fades from the amulet, consumed by the inner mechanisms of the button. Gears turn behind the ancient walls, almost like they're acknowledging the words you spoke. A nearby hatch in the floor unseals itself. Peering through the iron grating, you can see how it connects to the The blessed altar seems to want to be touched. In the pit beyond, things move once more, as if returning to their original position. Then the mechanism rests. Behind you, the sound echoes away.
Godwoken, you return. Many obstacles lie between the path of blood and the resting place of the divine. I can only help with one, the death room. It is a room of many levers. 5 will lead you closer to your goal. The rest will lead you to your death. Each lever is named for a virtue of the divine. Find the levers whose initials spell the word power. Select these 5 and these alone. My dear, we all have questions. Sometimes we may even get answers. In my time, I've worn many hats. Many of them pointed. I've been a scholar, an engineer of sorts, a protector of towns and villages, a thief, a lover. For one particularly memorable period of time, I was a cat. Those were the days. But this is just one way. The divine worked in mysterious... He knew that his mortal remains... It may sound... I knew Lucian...
Venture no farther. Only death lies beyond. Blood need not be spilled. Bones need not be broken. Preserve thyself and flee. To cross this threshold is to plunge into thy grave. Do not decide in haste. Very well. Embrace thy fate.
Hey, charming. Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Morning, Dorian Hoffman, lawyer. Say that was the right lever.
This lever works. I felt something shift behind it.
Feels like that lever does.
Careful now. That's true. What is happening? That must have been the last lever.
The truth hangs heavy upon the air itself, unspoken. This is the point of no return. Somewhere beyond this point, you shall be undone, or you shall ascend. There is no middle ground.
My goodness. Here we are, Quercus. This is it. What do you mean, Quercus? Of course I'm prepared. I have my noble steed below me, and my trusted shield beside me. What more could I need?
His whiskers crack into a mischievous smile.
And I may have cracked the spell that will stop the great acorn in its furious tracks, if that's what you mean. That
Sir Laura turns to you, his beady eyes shining with pride.
I owe you an apology, Shield. At the start of our journey, I wouldn't have believed a human would lead me to the discovery that would save us all. But I see now that my prejudice was foolish. Without you, Quercus and I might still be stuck on that abominable prison island. Now, here I am. Here, indeed, Quercus and I will find an advantageous location and do just that. Meanwhile, you must prevent the servants of the Acorn.
Sir Laura takes a slow...
You feel it, don't you? It's so. The great Acorn is nearly... We've known this moment. I am ready. Quercus is ready. And you, Shield? What say you, Quercus? That's good enough for you.
Sir Laura grabs your pinky with his tiny paw. He gives it a decisive shake, then salutes.
No matter what happens next, Shield, there's something Quercus and I want you to know. It has been an honor. Now, onward!
You come here often. I don't know what you did, but you just released a source flood. I thought I'd come and see what all the fuss was about. Should have known you were getting yourself into trouble.
Glad I made it too. I'm pretty sure there's more death fog out there than actual air. Arx is barely more than a mess of corpses. The work of the Dwarven Queen, I'm told.
Looks like the big moment has finally arrived. I will do everything I can to support you, Godwoken. I will pray for you. You'd think, right? But no. This is your moment. Still, do not underestimate my presence. This is a place of incredible power where a single prayer holds the weight of thousands. So, I will pray for you. Your heart and soul will fill as quickly as they're drained. Consider it a taste of your divine future. The people will pray for you. Of course, it's up to you whether or not to listen. I know how I'd respond, but you do you.
Melody wearily chuckles to herself, then bows her head in a show of unexpected but sincere reverence.
Looks like my investment's paid off after all.
I need worship, only one divine.
You've shown me kindness in the face of my sins. My worship is the least I can offer.
I've always preferred to be the one reaping the attention, but you've turned the tables. I suppose it's only right, seeing as how a new divinity may stand before me.
Now go. Rivellon needs a new divine.
If I'm Godwoken. Dallas said you would come, old friend. You were always hard as diamonds, and twice as bright. Your divine welcomes you.
The traitor himself, the divine you once selflessly served, the one you thought dead, lords over the chamber from a granite throne. He moves to speak, but it's Riedeman's voice that next pierces the air.
What a twist.
Lucian frowns at Riedemann, then bestows a benevolent smile upon you. All that you know of him flashes across the panorama of your mind.
I underestimated you, Godwoken. You have proven to be a formidable foe. You have my respect.
Respect? Indeed.
Lucian's gaze rests upon you and goes through you. He takes your measure entirely.
Lucian, we should tell him the truth.
Yes, I agree. It is time we dropped our masks.
Dallas nods, then reaches for the sides of her head. Where there was one face, suddenly there are four. She takes off the mask of the shapeshifter. A skull is revealed, bejeweled and ancient as the void.
I am eternal.
Aren't they just full of surprises?
Fear not, old friend. Dallas is on the side of all that is good. She is helping me rid Rivellon of the influence of the Source. Listen to her.
I shall tell you the tale as I told it to Lucian. Long ago, the scholar Fane discovered that the veil between the world and the void was made of Source. Our 7 lords desired this power.
Of course.
Silence, slave. Our king forbade the 7 to reach for this power, but they didn't listen. Instead, they rebelled and sent the king and his people into the void.
With the Source they stole from the Veil. The 7 created the races so they would have worshippers.
The 7 made a mistake. By taking its source, they tore a hole in the veil, and it is through this hole that the void finds its way into our world.
The 7's lust for power let in the void. Our goal is to close the hole they created, to restore the Source to the Veil. When we are done, there shall be no more Source in the world. Rivellon will be finally free from the gods that enslaved them.
He hesitates, then he swallows his pride.
Here is the truth. I have killed thousands, perhaps millions, for the greater good. But I made a mistake. It was my use of death fog that opened the door to the God King. It upset the veil and took the 7 by surprise. My one mistake meant all those sacrifices were for naught. Those sacrifices must have meaning. They must stop the void once and for all.
My people cannot be allowed to return from the void. They are tarnished. They are void-woken. They can only bring chaos and death and...
There is more, but she hesitates to share it. Then she decides that she must.
I was a child when the God King tore my family apart. I was purged of source and left to rot in a putrid tomb. A child. It was hell. A hell I suffered for the sins of my father. He was the one that betrayed the God King. He was the one that told the Seven the secrets of the Veil. The cruel joke of it all is that the same tomb that housed my tortured body is what sheltered me from the void. Few Eternals escaped that fate. Myself, my mother, and my father, the scholar Fane. But now I finally have revenge. Revenge on the Seven and the God King. Revenge for what they took from me. My life. My people. My mother.
The hammer's voice falters and her coolness vanishes. Every crack and rasp betrays her grief. But her next words burn not with sadness, but anger.
He never even looked for me. He never even looked for her!
Dallis, control yourself. Our purpose transcends your personal wounds.
Yes. You are right.
Dallas's reasons weren't mine to question. All that ever mattered to me was peace. Peace for Rivellon. Peace for me, whatever the means. And now, we are on the precipice.
She sacrificed herself for the betterment of Rivellon. She didn't do it willingly, mind you. Curiosity led her to the tomb. My hunger for source took care of the rest. I presume her bones remained there. And then I took her place. Face rippers are such marvels, aren't they? It didn't take long to realize that Lucian was the key to my vengeance, and I was the key to the salvation of Rivellon.
While Dallis sought the Aetherin, I started draining the gods of their source.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
One more word from you, and I shall use the leash.
I had to hide from the gods. So I had the walls of this crypt equipped with tenebrium and protections put in place. It worked. Everyone, even the gods, thought me dead. As divine, I was created, empowered to stop the void. I was the avatar of the Seven, their strength and their weakness. My bond to them allowed me to drain them of their source.
Maggot, I am no slave. I am Brachus Rex. I am the Source King.
With a flick of her wrist, Dallis sends a jolt through Brachus's body. He writhes in pain.
Don't worry, he's well under control. He's made a fine servant. Isn't that right, ingrate? I used him to find the Aetherin. When we're done, I'll release him from his duty and free him from his pain. Until then...
Dallis punctuates her statement with another wrist flip. Brachus shudders, but his lips remain curled in a self-satisfied grimace.
Evil? Yes, I suppose he is. I imagine you think the same of me. Go on, call me what you like. I'm not afraid of being the villain to your supposed hero. I'm not nice. I'm just right. Of course. The Voidwoken infestation was merely an inconvenient side effect. Scores of elves perished in Deathfog after Lucian. After the incident, and fewer elves meant fewer worshippers. Without worship, Tyrsendilius was deprived of source. He weakened, and so did the Veil. It was the opportunity the God King was waiting for. To strengthen himself, he sent his Voidwoken, the remnants of my people, to hunt down the sorcerers seeking to reclaim their source.
The Voidwoken. Disgusting things. They ravaged the land they touched and infected the air they breathed. They were also an incredible stroke of luck. You see, Blaming the sorcerers for Voidwoken made them easier to capture.
The Aeterran now contains almost all of the source the Seven stole. Soon, we will be able to heal the Veil.
The void shall be banished, and I, Lucian the Divine, shall return from the dead. A false divine, of course. I shall have no power, but the world will not know this. I shall demand peace, and we shall have it.
The plan is almost complete.
We have made so many sacrifices, Ifan. All of us. Of ourselves and those we love. One last sacrifice is required. For the future of Rivellon, you must surrender your source.
Decide. Be the true hero and give up your source, or be forced to submit. Like a coward. Like a slave.
There is no other way. The source of the world is required to close the veil. All of the source. We only lack yours.
Then let us proceed. Show some responsibility. Surrender your source.
You'll be a hero. Everyone will know of the sacrifice you'll make. Your name will be synonymous with the survival of Rivellon.
Don't let them do this to us.
But our souls? There has to be another way.
No, never.
I understand. Sacrifice takes courage. But I shall help you. Though it pains me, your sacrifice shall be made for you. Dallas.
I'm sorry. You've come such a long way, but there is too much at stake. This is the end.
Poorly, Dallas. Good. You shall not seal the veil. I call on the God King. Come, claim what it...
How? What? You are unleashed!
Wiedemann cackles in delight at this turn of events. His unbridled glee slithers into your veins and throttles your heart.
You left the leashing wand next to me, you stupid maggot. So accustomed had you become to me pretending to be your slave.
Kill him!
Do shut up, you tedious buffoon. And don't look so surprised. As if I would allow that bone-bag Dallas to enslave me. Me? You should have listened to Tarquin, you worm-ridden wench. Nobody enslaves Brachus Rex. I am Brachus Rex. I am the Source King.
This is not the time for talk. Kill him, now!
Too late, you mouldering, blight-stained pigs. Grant me power, my ally. God King, I call on you. You dare interrupt Brachus Rex? How novel. Who are you to challenge the Source King? Ha! You are the fetid dirt on my boot. You are... The God King hears my call. He sends a companion worthy of my power. Come to your father. Come to the Source King.
Lucian struggles to rise, but the weight of his own pain leaves him to gravity's mercy.
My time is done. But your source burns so bright I'm all but blinded by it. Be wise and true, Godwoken. I am no hero, but wisdom and truth. These are values I always believed in.
Dallis groans in pain.
I have failed. The future of all that is rests on your shoulders.
Here we stand, once more on the cusp of divinity. But this cup, so long thirsted for, I willfully let it pass from me. All my life has been a lead-up to this. To be the King of Kings, God of Gods. I will not say it was in vain, but I will say it was vanity. If I were to chance upon my throne right now, I would sit down beside it, cast my glance to the horizon, and think of worthier things. I'd think of Sadher, my great love. I'd think of my children, their joyous dance through fiery skies, and of course I'd think of you, of the adventures we had, of our unlikely yet heartfelt friendship. Yes, I'd sit there, thoroughly contented, and wait for you to ascend the throne. I know.
A mischievous smile.
But I do have to add, likewise.
This is it. I can hardly believe it.
She casts her gaze around the crypt in awe.
After everything we've been through, after everything we've seen, here we are. Here I am. And now that I see godhood before me, I know what I have to do. Chief, you need to ascend. There's no one I would trust with this responsibility but you. I know you'll do what needs to be done. And I know you'll do it with style.
Her eyes flash and sparkle with tears. She quickly wipes them away and feigns kicking you down a road.
Back at you, Chief. Always. Now go on. Shoo. You've got business to attend to.
You think back on your journey here, on all that you have seen and done. You think of the Magisters and the sorcerers they hunted, and of the good and the evil on both sides. You think of how the Eternals came as Voidwoken to reclaim their stolen world. You look at the source around you. The power is immense. Divinity at your fingertips. You think of what you could do with such power. The rights you'd wrong, the wars you'd win. You marvel at your journey and how it has changed you. You think of those you left behind, and of those you met along the way, who stood by you or against you. It's time to choose your fate, and the fate of all you hold dear. What shall it be? Shall you be divine?
So it ends. I am victorious! Divinity is mine!
Beast brushes detritus from his beard, sand, skin, and whatever else might have accumulated there. He takes a deep breath when he sees you.
I know it's the same old sea breeze I've always smelled. But it's different now. I don't know how to explain. Maybe you do. Aye, that it does. I'm not a free man anymore. I belong to Rivellon now.
Beast begins to chuckle, then guffaw, and soon he is laughing as heartily as you've ever known him to.
That might be the most dramatic thing I've said in ages. You can rip the beast from the sea, but you can't rip the sea from him.
The laugh fades away, and the concerns of a kingdom and beyond pass between the two of you.
I'm not afraid of it. It's one thing at a time, I guess. First, I go back to the kingdom. There is a lot to do there. Damage that needs undone. Dwarves have lived in fear for too long, on the outside and the inside. And they're not the only ones. Some places need rebuilt. Others need destroyed. Knowing just who and what to build up and who and what to tear down is not going to be easy. I think I can handle it.
He winks and begins to sing.
Here the wild beast just sails on the ocean. He's docked in the bay and coming your way. Off on the yawn, you hear the commotion. He's docked in the bay and coming your way. The cupboard can't hide you, nor can your berth. His daggers don't care about the gold that you're worth. He'll bury your bones neath a mountain of earth. He's docked in the bay and coming your way.
He pauses, then continues to hum, all the while working his whiskers.